Unbelievably, Xiao is a park ranger. On hearing trucks pass Midu town, she rushed up the mountain to check. Just as Xiao arrived in the valley to report, an invisible fighter jet swooped in, flying low. The man picked up his gun. His partner instantly activated the ejection, shocking Xiao, who saw something drifting down. And the man, having botched his fight, managed to cause 2 nuclear bombs to leisurely float down from. They quickly reported to the base, smartly shifting all the blame onto the partner. Next, a $2 billion stealth fighter jet met its fiery end in the Utah desert, sending the Pentagon into a tailspin, and all the bigwigs rushed to a late-night meeting. The Pentagon had to handle the media crisis first, especially after the Air Force regretfully announced a C-41 cargo plane had crashed this morning. The pilot was missing in action, and things were about to get much worse as the news started spreading. But one staff member pointed out that this was like walking into a trap. Xiao chimed in, saying a flight weekly had been following the development of the B-3 stealth plane for years. The paparazzi had been lurking outside Whiteman Air Force Base, knowing when the B-3 stealth jet took off. The plane never made it back to base. If we claim the C-41 cargo plane crash, the truth would come out sooner or later. Xiao was right. The truth needed to be spilled. So, the boss sent Xiao to you to personally handle it. Shortly after, a special forces team dashed to the explosion site. After surveying the area, they found not a single soul. What's worse, the 2 nukes were nowhere to be found. This was a scientific strategic crisis. We call it losing your nukes 101. Xiao recognized the severity and joked, a term for this. Big problems. Dickens' partner, Seal, slid down the hill like a potato, survived but still clueless about Dickens. Just as they were about to leave, Park Ranger Xiao appeared. The sunlight hit her, making her squint. In a panic, Seal dropped his gun and bolted down the hill. They faced off, and to demonstrate Xiao's toughness, the showdown continued. Seal revealed he was a U.S. Air Force captain. Surprise. Naturally, Xiao had to arrest her first, figure out what she was doing there, and then she could let her go. But the tide quickly turned, and Seal gained the upper hand. However, she couldn't reveal the real deal to Xiao. But now, Seal needed Xiao's help. She had to hand over her gun to team up and locate those nukes. The special forces rushed in, while an off-road vehicle approached the waiting helicopter. It was Air Force training in action. Xiao ordered the man to leave, and he nonchalantly complied before kneeling down to tie his shoelaces. The man in light clothing was the investor, and then Dickens strutted down the hill like he owned the place. When he saw the old man, he blew his top. But Dickens calmly assured him that everything was going smoothly, with just a minor hiccup. A park ranger's plea led to a falling pilot, and the team found 2 nukes. Just when they were reporting to the base, Dickens created a distraction, and the team lost contact. Mercenaries rushed from the mountaintop, engaging in an aerial battle, swiftly defeating most soldiers, but falling to the captain's revenge. The captain finally realized the issue and must decide: open the nuke hatch, neutralize the bombs. Dickens' plan was grand, and his accomplices were sheer geniuses. Everything was under control. That's war for you. Be ready for anything. The soldier reported to the base. Everyone vanished. During the colonel's interrogation, Dickens deliberately caused a disturbance. The purpose of this phone call was very straightforward: a nuclear radiation warning. This became a high radiation zone. The base helicopter feared approaching. Satellite photos first, then the emergency search team. In short, it's safe for 2 hours. Xiao hopped back in her car to contact her boss. But then Seal sensed something off with the nearby terrain. Being a top-notch pilot, he seemed to have an inkling of the trouble. He quickly pulled Xiao out of harm's way just as a helicopter began lifting off, wildly firing at them like it was a party. In the ensuing chaos, Seal blocked the helicopter with his body, and for a moment, he had fans everywhere. Xiao climbed up the canyon while Seal loaded bullets at the top. She tried to figure out what was happening. Xiao instructed him not to shoot, but Seal aimed from below and took out the pilot through the glass like a pro. The helicopter lost control, plummeting, tail rotor nearly taking Xiao's life. The distant enemy watched in frustration, gritting teeth at Seal's went-over helicopter joke. Only Dickens knew his partner was to push over. The investor raised a fist in anger as the transport plane delivering the nukes exploded. Dickon smirked with delight. He was thankful to the investor, but the pressure was on him now. It turned out the old man wanted to cash in on an escape plan, and things just got super risky. This plan was like playing with fire, and it was already a big mess. His strategy was engaging. They seemed hard at work hurry to find those nukes. This is battle, and battles are trendy. You need to bring your game. Come join my team. You stick to your plan while I handle the rest, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Their mission was to kidnap 2 nuclear bombs and demand a massive ransom from Washington. Now that's a big business. But the base hadn't detected any radiation, and the colonel took that as good news. Maybe the nukes weren't damaged after